introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. My name is Niklas Istenes, CEO and game director. CEO of Bitwave Games, the creators of Gimmick 2, and I'm also the game director of Gimmick 2. And with me here, I also have
Olaf. I'm a programmer of Gimmick 2.
Yeah, super excited to be here.
I'm also super excited. It's such an honor to do a run of this game with some members of the development team here. So for those unfamiliar with this game, this is Gimmick 2. It's a modern-day sequel of a game originally known as Gimmick or Mr. Gimmick that came out in Japan and a few Northern European countries in 1992 on the NES and Famicom. And I'm a runner of that original game. I was pretty excited about this one once the game got revealed, and it's freaking amazing, honestly. I've run quite a lot of games over time, and this is honestly one of my favorite speedruns I've ever done. So very happy to show this for you all. I suppose we can talk a little bit more about the game as we go. So let's select our file. Now, we have a bit of a difficulty selection. We're going to be playing on assisted mode because it's a bit faster. Foreshadowing. Isn't it a bit weird how you have a difficulty selection screen as gameplay? We'll talk more about that later. Or rather, run starts. Okay, so let's talk maybe a bit about the basic mechanics. So you are Yumitaro, a green little yokai who can summon stars that act both as a form of attack, but also as a rideable platform that we can throw and ride, and you can go very fast with these. Now, one bit of a small change that I think adds a lot to this run. You can kind of run off the star and then either jump or run off of it and get extra speed. So we're going to be making use of that a lot, bouncing the star off of walls, but even doing some special techniques with this star. I attempted some along the way here, but unfortunately you didn't get any. So there's what we call a frame perfect star, where you have to jump a specific height, buffer your next jump, and then throw the star within a frame perfect window, the frame before you land. And if you do that right, you can ride the star as you go forward without needing to bounce it off of a wall or anything. And we're going to have some other opportunities later in this run to attempt this.
I'm really glad we didn't find that one in development. So we didn't fix it.
Right. Yeah, it's it's frame perfect, but the nature of it being frame perfect means that we don't attempt it in risky spots at all, so I think it's fine. And it does make for some pretty cool tech here and there. Another tech that I did over there, that is the double star jump. So you can jump on a star, then jump off of it, charge another one, and throw the second one right before you land on it, and then your second star will go higher, and it'll allow you to reach higher places.
You're destroying our game right now.
Yeah, quite a lot. That's kind of the nature of a game like this, though. By design, you're allowed to do a lot of very creative things with your star. And some of them half intentional, some of them maybe not so much. But
yeah,
that's kind of what this lends itself to.
As some of you might have seen, there's also some treasure chests on the levels, and of course you're not going to collect those because that will just take more time. But if you do, you get a little cosmetic item for your little Yumitaro, so you can equip like different colors or skins or hats and change the horn and whatnot. But we won't see any of those in this run.
Yeah, maybe we could pick up a chest along the way. I don't know. We could think about it.
Could be a donation incentive.
Could be. Okay, another tech I'm attempting there, that's called the horizontal star. So when you pick up a lot of speed, which you can do from a slope or from a previous star, as you have that much speed, if you're going to land on a ledge that's like a little bit higher than you, you can throw your star forward, and that extra speed that you have is going to allow you to actually land on that star. And so that's not frame perfect, just an easier way to do it while going forward. And now we're going to play a bit of a bonus area because we had a true ending incentive, which got met. And these are basically hidden stickers that we're going to be collecting throughout the level. And then it's going to change the last level of the run once we do it.
Yeah, that's a throwback to the original, where you also had to collect a hidden treasure on each level to get the true ending and the final level. So we kept that spirit in this game, but added more secrets.
Yep. There's a lot of them.
All right, there's gonna be 9 of them total. Okay, cool intro to this stage. If I get all this, 2 horizontal stars, and we can use the star to escape that gate. Awesome.
Jesus.
Wow.
Jesus.
I'm gonna
Now,
miss that
talking
star.
about that incentive, do you mind if I sneak in here?
Yeah, go for it.
I just wanted to say that I have a $10 donation from Nico that says, I love it when GDQ goes global. It's really fun to see and hear people who might not have been able to make it to the event in person, especially when those people also had a hand in making the wonderful games we play. Now, that's a $10 dono. We've got a minute left on getting those tickets in for that $5 donation train at 5 minutes in the run. I'd love to hear from y'all.
Awesome.
All right.
Oh,
By the way,
transfixed.
I didn't get the little huggy trick. By the way, just saying, the music in this game was, I believe, everything was made by David Wise. Am I right in saying that? Or composed, at
almost
least.
everything. Almost everything was made by David Wise. He's of course the main composer, but some of the tracks are also composed by our sound designer, Joel Bille.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and yeah, it really makes perfect sense to have David Wise on a game like this. He really sets the environment for the game.
Yeah, I agree. I found myself listening to this OST on and off, and I think it works pretty well with this game.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything about making this game was kind of a dream come true, and getting David Wise on top of that is just like
Cherry on top.
I mean,
Yeah.
living in a simulation type of shit.
Yeah. And yeah, it's kind of poetic that this game was just released in Japan and Sweden, and now, 30 plus years later, a Swedish studio gets to make the sequel because we love to play the game when we were young.
Yeah,
It's cool.
very
I
honored.
absolutely agree. All right, we did a bit of stuff out of order there. That pipe is supposed to be an exit pipe, but we can just kind of take it from the opposite side. Horizontal start there doesn't save much. And yeah, we're approaching the mini boss. It's going to be in just a couple rooms from now. That's going to have a really difficult double star jump. So what makes that harder is that we want to go in the same direction as we're double star jumping. So we're kind of going to have to fight against the star momentum. And on top of that, we also have a bit of a low ceiling. Oh, crap. Okay, it's fine. So we can do this backup.
Nice recovery.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, the ceiling that's gonna make us bonk. It means that I want to cancel my first star just a bit early, so that I have enough vertical space to do this.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow,
Good
nice.
job.
Thank you.
And that's also something that's new in this game, which wasn't a thing in the original. Like, you can cancel your star or recall it, as we call it.
Ah, yeah.
Pun intended. So you can, like, whenever you want to, you can just get it back and recharge it, which makes the run much faster, and you have more control. So it's also a quality of life feature, actually. Well, also mechanic-wise, since you have these slots which you can throw in the star into to activate stuff, and then you can recall your star to cancel that activation.
Like you see here,
Yeah.
raising the platform.
Yeah. I think it works really well. Like, it definitely does help this run be a lot faster. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do a lot of chain stars. All right, this is mod skip. There's even an achievement
nice.
for getting this.
Good job.
Thanks. Also happens to be a lot faster than going all the way around. There's a lot of sections that we're skipping during this run. Way too many to list. Okay, there's a faster strat in this room, but it's actually pretty difficult, so I'm just gonna hit that star slot. Okay, we're approaching the first bonus. So we are... Oh, whoops. It's fine. We are supposed to... So we're gonna be off for the frog. And we are supposed to be able to kind of carry it to solve some later sections. Nah. We don't need it.
Oh, wow. Oh, I've never seen that. That's incredible.
And then this is a bit of tricky shot. There we go. And then we actually can't reach this, but we can do this. There we go.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Nice.
Okay, and that's the first bonus. The second one is gonna
that's
be pretty
impressive.
pretty interesting too.
I love that.
We can do a big skip here too. There we go.
Ooh, nice.
Yes. I mean,
So that's
this one was actually planned. The previous
Yeah.
one was not planned at all.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're,
So sometimes I do wonder exactly what's intended and what's not. Okay, the second bonus is immediately right here. So you're kind of supposed to move the statue first to get here, but it's actually slightly faster to do it first.
yeah, you don't need to do that.
Okay, so we're going out of bounds. The double star jump. Or not.
Ooh,
Okay,
No
we can
worries.
retry. This game has very abundant checkpoints, so
yeah.
at least no death is usually extremely punishing. Okay.
Ooh, nice. Out of bounds.
And then we should
Yeah,
be able to hit
we-
this on the way back. Nice.
Oof. Nice.
Like the core design of the game is that you never like you ride on the star a lot in this game if you play it like you do.
Yeah.
But the core design philosophy of the game is that you can complete the whole game without ever riding the star.
Yeah.
Except for like when you like throw the star into a frog and you stand on the star and whatnot. But you actually never have to do one of those pro moves to actually complete the game. If you're gonna do the true ending, you do need to do those kinds of tricks, but they are much easier to do in this game rather than in the original, in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, there's I'd say there are a couple tricky spots, particularly in level 5, but that's about it. The original game definitely does have some particularly rough sections. Okay, and then we're approaching this boss, which is a shooty thing, I guess. Okay, so this takes 6 hits, 1 and 2, and then 2
Yeah, what did
final hits
we
here.
end up calling this boss? Like,
It's yeah. We named them like since all the enemies have very like Japanese names, we named that like Lotus Shooter or something in English, and no, Lotus Kappa. Lotus Kappa. Yeah. And the
Oh.
other one is Daffodil Kappa.
Daffodil.
But they're differently named in Japan.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I also learned something here.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's actually a big skip in this level that you can do to skip about half of this, but it would actually skip over the first item that we need for the true ending, so we're gonna play this level normally for a bit.
While we do that, do you mind if I sneak in some donations?
Yeah, you have some time just before I get to the first bonus, I'd say.
Perfect, because I am seeing a lot of tickets coming in for that $5 dono train. I have a $5 donation here from a free treat. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time with names tonight, and it says "Love from Norway, less than 3." I have a $10 donation from Zymith that says, "Choo choo, two tickets for the $5 donation train for me and my wife who are staying up late because GDQ is worth losing sleep for. Best of luck to the runner."
Thank you.
I have another 2 tickets for the train and a $10 dono from Citizen Giant, and that says 2 tickets for the train. Wait, I think there might be a gimmick or 2 involved with this train. Gimmick or 2.
Get it? All right, so this is the first bonus. So we're gonna do a bit of a tough trick here. I'm gonna position myself about here. I didn't get it. Okay, we can retry this.
Wait, what? What
This
are
is a
you
bit
gonna do?
finicky. Okay, there we go.
Ooh,
Wow.
nice.
What?
I don't completely understand how that works, unfortunately.
Neither.
But if you stand in a specific spot, do kind of a specific jump, and then try to buffer your next jump, you can sometimes end up there at the top of the gate and be able to jump out of it.
Incredible.
Good job. Yeah, and
Okay.
it was so quick, so I don't think people ever noticed what the treasures actually are. But that treasure you just picked up is the original Mr. Gimmick NES cart.
Yes.
Yep. It's a nice little detail. Okay, so it's actually faster to take the warp back to the beginning of the level, and then it actually takes the shortcut than continuing to play the level. So that still saved us, what, 30 seconds a minute?
Yeah, that's a nice note actually. There are actually like 4 teleport checkpoints in each level because levels are so big.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna take a small detour and pick up this box. I really like this box.
It is a nice box.
Conveniently placed.
This one got
Alright.
added in a patch too.
I love
It
this
wasn't
kit.
here originally.
This is one of my favorites.
Very nice. So that skips the entire mini boss.
It's just so simple. It's so beautiful.
So somebody actually found a way to do it without that box, but it's extremely difficult, and I don't see anybody like attempt it anytime soon.
No.
With a use of a very, very precise frame perfect star.
It's not worth the gamble,
Yeah.
I guess.
And what you just did there with catching up to the star by using the slope
Oh
momentum
yeah,
is also
that's
really
called
nice.
that's called we called it a slope star at least.
Oh,
so
nice.
Slope star.
yeah, you can slam a star right as you land on a slope, and then use the slope speed to catch up to it, and be able to use it as a ride.
Yeah, because generally you need to like bounce the star against a wall in order to stand on it. But nope.
Yeah. Okay, there was a series of horizontal stars in that room, but they unfortunately immediately failed the first one, so we're just gonna go on the lake. Oh, I actually got that one. That's really tough. I wasn't ready though, so I cancelled it immediately. Okay, so we have our second treasure here. And you're supposed to go all the way on the right, but we can just do this.
Well,
Wow.
So yeah, that's supposed to be the exit of the bonus once again. We're just taking in reverse. I shouldn't do Hagi, unfortunately, so we're gonna do that back up. And then this is pretty precise too. There we go.
Oh.
that cake.
Yeah, I take some time to line myself up there. Like that star is deceptively difficult. And now, oh, I could have picked that chest up. Okay, we have another one later.
I was gonna ask. Whoa, that star just.
Yeah,
away.
so that star is actually useful because it flies into the next room and it hits an ice block.
Oh.
Right, yeah. Didn't even see that.
Wow.
Was that
Yeah.
off screen?
Yeah, it happened off screen.
Damn.
It would be an ice block that would block the pipe entrance, so it's very convenient. Okay, I'm gonna pick up this chest. I don't actually remember what skin is in this one. Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you had any treasures in mind, which is like on the paths you take, but yeah.
I had the previous one in mind, but I forgot to pick it up, so I guess we're using this one. Okay. There's the oh, whoops. Nice. Okay, so this is the snowball chase. Oh, funny story about this one. So we were doing this entire section, and then at some point somebody came into my chat as I was doing some runs and was like, "Why do I not see any speedrunners like take the hidden path in this section?" And we're like, "Hidden path." So if you throw a star into this pipe right before entering it, you can jump over the snowball on the left, and then there's this section.
Wow.
So like the community in general had no idea about that
Yeah.
prior to. Wow.
For about a few weeks, I want to say.
Nice.
Not the last time that kind of stuff happened. We'll talk a bit more about that later. Okay, so this is Fishy Factory. This is the longest level in the run. Oh, there's another chest here. Which one is this? Ooh, okay, sure.
Retro star, yeah. Yeah, and what you did on the last level, you just reset. You went to the level select screen because you completed the level, and then it's just quicker to just go to level select instead of waiting for like the jingle to play and whatnot.
Yeah. So yeah, the level gets marked as completed immediately as soon as the confetti fires off.
Yeah.
You can immediately just exit to level right then and there. Makes this run even more fast-paced than it already is.
I mean, the first time I saw you do that, my instinct was, "Oh no, why are we allowing that?" But it's like, of course we are.
Yeah.
Fun.
Don't need to patch that.
Nope.
Yeah, I think it makes the game even more fast-paced, as I said.
Yeah.
All right, heading into the first bonus of level 4. This one is pretty scary.
Yes.
Lots of spikes.
Lots of spikes.
I I remember the first time I tested this. I think I called our level designer word
Nice.
yet. Like certain words I can't mention.
Yeah, shout out to Gustav, who sadly couldn't join us today.
We can
Yeah,
skip
he
a
had-
cycle here.
He had a lot of fun making these like Kaizo-like sections.
Oh, I bet he did. Okay, I'm doing this.
And the treasure you just picked up there is a very traditional Swedish Dala horse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was wondering about that, and I had a Swedish viewer who pointed that out when I was playing this game.
Yeah. I think if you go to Sweden, like any tourist shop has them.
Yep.
Very traditional, like horse carved out of wood, painted in that particular way.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so this is this is the whale. So I remember some of us when we were first learning how to run this game. Hang on, actually, I'll talk a bit more about that later. This is whale skip, actually. Hug the wall, slide down through the star, jump on it. Okay, nice. This should work. Now,
Man.
I mean, the fact that you gain velocity there.
Oh, so close.
I probably jumped a bit too high out of the water. You need to make sure that you're doing very small hops off of it. Or you...
I think the fact that you gain velocity with star there is technically a bug, but it's so awesome. Like,
Yeah. And that
Okay. there
cat
we go.
whale is like a reference kind of thing to the original game where you rode a dinosaur for a little bit and had to dodge some pterodactyls, but we added a bit of a longer section to that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, when we were kind of initially writing this game, some of us were calling that thing a whale, and like some other people in the community were like, "Have you ever seen a whale in real life?" And what's funny is that you all posted some early design concepts on your Twitter account, and you explicitly called that a whale, and we were like, "Yes, we knew it."
Yeah. I think some audio of it actually didn't make it into the final product,
Yes,
but we have audio of it like meowing. So
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
supposed to be a cat whale actually. So yes to whale, but it was supposed to be like a cat whale fusion, but it went like meow. But that didn't make it for reasons.
Nice, that sounds cool.
By the way,
I
the
got-
skip you're doing here is really cool.
Yeah, you can just run the mini boss. It actually used to be that the camera didn't follow, and you had to play that section blind. And then that got updated in a patch, so made it a lot easier.
Oh yeah, so the camera follows you.
Oh, wow.
By the way, I gotta ask. Back there, right before the mini boss, there was this very suspicious looking toilet. Is there anything up with that?
I mean, we actually had a sound effect for it a little while, but we were afraid of the rating.
Yeah, it could increase the game's age rating if we added a certain noise when you went down that
Yeah.
pipe.
But
I
and
see.
I also added a couple